Hello my awesome people, Skyhawk here, and welcome back to more Kerbal Space Program Interstellar Inquisition. Alright, so we are pretending this is not a rip-off of Manly's videos, and launching our first vessel of the day here, a communication satellite. So I added Remote Tech 2 and a few other mods listed in the description. They're just all tacked on the bottom, and basically we need to put this into Kerbal synchronous orbit. So that is approximately 2,850 kilometers up, and I overdid it, wasted a bunch of fuel, but approximately that far up. I'll let you see what the satellite looks like when we get up there, when we get rid of the fairing. I was not able to quite fit it into, due to the satellite dish, fit it into a non-expanded fairing, so we have this not quite aerodynamic vessel, but that's okay. It still looks cool. Jeez. Alright, we're at 20,000. We can start the gravity turn. And try not to fall over. Come on. There we go. Keep on tilting. Switch to orbital. Because we're really, actually no, we're worried about surface, aren't we? But orbital will tell us. Doesn't matter. Alright, forget it. Forget I'm doing all this switching stuff. We just need to get ourselves into a nice orbit. Once we're out of the atmosphere here, once we get into this black, get rid of that fairing. But I'm just trying to pick up as much lateral velocity as possible here. Okay, our apoapse is now in space, but we need to get way heck further out there than just that, so pick up some more speed, rocket, you can do it. I know I'm not throttled all the way up, I'm only at about 60%, but trying to be semi-efficient with my fuel. Speaking of which, I should probably throttle down and use the rest of this at apoapse or thereabouts. But we can get rid of this fairing now. There we go. And then get back on track with the velocity vector. There we go. Alright, so here is the spacecraft. You can see there's our communications line. We need to get into orbit before that point. So apoapse is in roughly a minute. We will set up a circularization or circularization orbit. Doesn't need to be perfect because this thing is definitely going to get bigger. Just trying to get it to something that's something in the mid-90s. Alright. Put it right there. Let's get as much change in velocity as we can out of the remaining stage. Next stage separates. Yep, alright. Alright, so keep an eye on this fuel. Approximately 100 units. This second stage here should get us into roughly to the right orbit, and then we'll see if we can manage to Alright, let's finish off the remainder, 20 meters per second. I do not have much for reaction control here, so this is a bugger to steer. 1.2, close enough. Alright, so what'd that put us at? 86 and 100. Close enough. Alright, so this will cut off right there. Actually, let's put our periaps about at the Space Center. Alright. Hopefully that should be okay. Alright, so let's orientate the spacecraft so that the solar panels will... this is the other way. My bad. Come on, get up there. Get it. So the solar panels are going to be in the sun. So there's the solar panel design. I think it turned out pretty good. It looks pretty cool. Because looks mean everything, right? But let's set... I've played with remote tech before. And the target needs to be Kerbal Mission Control. This will automatically hook up to Mission Control. Alright. So we are about to go tangent with Kerbal Space Center and lose, yep, there, lost communications. So we do not have communications. We have power generation, but this thing is headless right now. And, excuse my cold. And we have more than enough power for it to make it around the planet, but we need to go around. First we will quick save. Alright, let's go around most of the planet, or a chunk of the planet. Check on our power. Yep, still generating power. Okay, what are we at on the backside? Okay, we're about to get reestablished communications. Okay, we are at 0 power. This thing now has no communications. Oh, dang, the moon got in the way. Oof, tough break. God dang it, stupid solar eclipse. Of all the things that could happen, a solar eclipse is the thing. Great. What is it? F2? It doesn't turn off everything, but... of course. I think F11 screenshot? Must be F11. Alright. Yep, alright. That works, I guess. But that also makes it impossible for us to control it. Let's go around the planet again, I guess. Did not see that coming. Of course, a professional space agency, there we go, would have, yeah, generating power, and going to about to come into contact with okay, I'm not completely... okay. Alright, about to... come on. Come on, you can contact. You can do it. Not go... there it is. Alright. Should probably set up a maneuver. That's okay. We just need to go get our apoaps out to... just a second. I need to do math and... so... 2,868,750. Alright. So that is 15 million. That is far too far. Yes, because the moon rotates slower. 5 million. Too much. 3 million, too much. 2,400,000 more. Okay, we'll just add it here. 1.7. Need another million meters. 2.9. 2.7. 2.85. We need 2.68. 2.9. 2.875. 2.861. This is like really boring commentary too. Okay, close enough. Yeah. That's 600 meters per second. We should have that in the tank. Alright. Oh, come on. Get on the marker. Still generating power. Let's... Alright. Good enough. 17-second burn. There we go. That's about right. Here we go. I'm trying to throw this to you on cut just to... Okay. Let's go along with just a little bit of thrust. Okay, so that put us at 2.887. That's fine. So that's on the dark side, and we are definitely going to lose. Actually, no. We will have communication or solar power out there. All right. So next thing is to get out there. Should probably quick save. But we are going to lose communications. So we will need to have the planet rotate on us a few times. Okay. One more time. Getting to a pretty low angle there. Oh, I overdid that just a smidge. Alright, that should be approximate. And what are you doing for electrical charge? Full up. Awesome. Hopefully we can get done with this 10-second burn. I'm just going to do this from this screen, even though my engine will cut off as soon as it loses communications. I want to get close-ish. Alright. So this is a 296 by 281. Alright. We need to... Oh crap, this was a bad thing to do. Reload. We need to make sure that the first satellite that goes up has a synchronous orbit with... This is going to need to go around a few times. Next time we should be good. Yes, it needs to be close to the space, almost on top of the space center. So this one looks close, but not quite enough. So this is just playing with it. This one looks real close. That's good enough, because the initial uplink satellite, since the satellites will be communicating through the uplink one, which the original one is this, or the first one's this. So the idea is that this one, because we're not going to get perfect, there's no way for us to get absolute perfect geosynchronous orbit, so it'll slowly drift off, but we want for the life of the satellite for it to be right on, for the life of the satellite we want it to be so it won't stray too far from that point. And how we're doing for electrical charge, still gathering because of that angled one. Lovely. Okay, it's gonna be approximately 10 seconds. I guess we already knew that. Oh boy, overdid it. Whatever. I'll just burn. A whole 7 meters per second in this direction. Oh, right on. 5, 4, 3, 2, X. Alright. Next thing to do, now that we are in mostly synchronous orbit, surface, 11 meters per second. Pretty good. We are going to now decouple this. Decouple? Come on. You can decouple. Okay, it is not decoupling. It's fine, the satellite's still functional with it. It's not like it's stuck on there. I'd like to be able to use my little low thrust engine. Come on. Alright, this is stuck. That is a flaw in the design that we need to fix. But it's not going to stop the satellite from being functional. This is going to make it very difficult to position it in a perfect orbit. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to launch this into a near perfect orbit, or 2,868,750 kilometer orbit. So this needs to go down a smidge, 200, 288, a little less, 287, less, 2868, little tiny bit more, 286, okay, this is where I probably should have put RCS on, you know, that is so close. Alright, so we are going to get on that marker, and in 1 hour and 15 minutes, sorry about the phone guys, very unprofessional, I know. Alright, let's go get lined up on that. Okay, quick save. I'm just counting numbers now, and it's terrible commentary. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get lined up on here. And We're not going to be using that screen anyway. Alright. Wrong. This engine needs to be deactivated. Shut down engine. Activate engine. There we go. So this is going to make it very difficult using this little engine, or this big engine, to perform such a delicate maneuver that the little engine on here was perfectly capable of doing such a thing. Alright everybody, so here's our final configuration for satellites orbiting the Earth. As you can see, they are all very close to 1009 meters per second, which is the, they will fluctuate a little, but 1009 meters per second, which is about stationary on the surface. 1.4 on that one, and this one's really close. Yeah, 0 on this one. This one is like perfect. But anyway, so I am actually, now that you've seen them launch, and you've seen me go to the moon, I'm going to put some around the moon. So here's the final system I came up with. I have a triad of satellites orbiting Kerbin. I've got them into an orbit such that they are essentially geosynchronous. If not, they are very close. I have 2 flanking the moon on the same orbit as the moon, or very close to that, within a couple kilometers. So, not too bad. And then I have this one little problem satellite that's going around the moon, but I can't get it to connect to my other satellites. I mean, it shows a connection, just won't, the signal is not being relayed. So I don't know what the problem is. I should have everything set up right, but I mean, it shows the signal is being sent to it, or it shows that there is a yeah, that's sending to that, and this is ComSat 5. Let's switch to the Mooner 1, and there should be one pointing to 5. Yep, I don't know what the problem is at all, but I have a connection to the Space Center through the main dish, so it's not completely dead in the water. It's just, you know, there. Alright, so now we have our next mission. After getting those satellites in orbit, we have the first part of our space station. So 3, 2, 1, blast off. Man, I really overdid it with those boosters. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get some speed up. A bit more than I would like, because this isn't being very efficient. Yeah. Okay. 300 meters per second. Gonna get up to 400. Gonna be close. Let's just maintain. Don't want to waste too much fuel. I don't want to slow down though again, because that's just a real big waste of fuel. Alright, we made it. And we're still rising. We're still gaining momentum. Alright. Time lapse. Speed it up. Okay, so it turns out that I that I overestimated the amount of fuel I would need, but it turned out really, really close. So that's good, I guess. Let's hope to God this decouples. There we go. And then we have the core of our space station. And then we are going to, the next thing we're going to do is we should have a dish on here. And I'm going to set the target to ComSat. Let's see, we will have communications with this one like that, so we're probably going to want communication satellite 2 or 3, so we'll just go with 2. We're going to finish circularizing at 100 kilometers, 100,000 meters. On the money is where I'm planning on sticking this station. And we have an engine here with 500 units of fuel. I love this little multi-use tank. It makes service modules so much more easy. Alright, so actually let's send this to ComSat 1. I know that's right directly off here, but that still gives us a pretty big window. And yes, I have active vessels selected on that, on one of those things. This is basically just going to allow us to use most of the orbit. We don't need to be in perfect orbit all the time. And we have solar panels facing the sun. I can't wait till we get better electrics. That's going to be nice. Toggle the torque off on that, so we're not wasting juice on that. We'll just have our probe core use the juice. Those are for docking. How is there a crew report when there's no crew? Whatever. Oh, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. So, we're going to turn off those lights. This is just gonna... I'm just gonna... well, we'll put it into the proper orbit from here. Okay, we're going to drop this down a smidge. 98... 99... 99, just a little bit more. 101, drop it a smidgen. 90, come on. There we go. That looks pretty good. So that maneuver is going to be taking place in approximately 24 minutes. And time to turn those big reaction wheels back on, because those little probe ones can't do the job very quick. Okay. Alright, let's make sure that we are throttled down, and we're going to activate engine. So many more options in there I'd love to play with, but now's not the time. Okay, we are no longer in communication. We should be getting communication any sec now. Boom. Oh, come on, there we go. Had to slow down. Alright. 1 minute. Oh, 7 seconds. 6, 5. Could honestly do this with RCS, but this engine is fine for the job, I guess. That's why I brought it along. Oh, beautiful. Alright, and we're not going to quite be able to hit up that. Oh, it's so close. It's close enough for right now. Could, however, set this to, since I have set this one to ComSat 2, and since I believe, yes, I have active vessel selected, Alright, so let's add a maneuver here and bring this one up to 100,000. 90, 100. Oh boy, that's right on the money. And what's this one? Perfect. Alright, so let's put that on the marker and travel to 15 minutes. Oh, before I do that, I should probably set this one to 3, actually. ComSat 3. So we get, yep, beautiful. So this is why having a proper satellite network is definitely to your advantage. Oh. 1.5 meters, 3, 2, and X. Whoa. Probably turn the torque back on. Oh, whatever. 0.1, that's close enough. 100. It's a beautiful orbit. And it is very, very close to coplanar with the rest of my orbits. Close enough you can't really tell. Alright, so thank you for watching, awesome people. Next episode, I may have some more satellites up, I'm not sure. But we will be definitely trying something a little bit more different than our usual grind here. Not going to be landing on anything, I don't think. But we're going to try some experiments with some higher efficiency engines. Alright, so thank you for watching, my awesome people, and I will see you in the next episode.